Hey gamers, today we're here to talk about Mechwarrior Online, the free-to-play mech game made by PGI. What's their motto again? No good design choices allowed. Thanks. With the convoluted development plans of the company yielding such wasted programmer hours on things like the possibly scrapped energy draw system, I want to talk about the single best and cheapest thing PGI could do to improve their game. Why did I mention cheapest? Because this is a company that doesn't seem to prioritize hiring quality programmers. And from the rumors, management doesn't seem interested in and or smart enough to check their code for documentation so that if, say, the original programmer leaves, PGI's newly hired programmers can actually understand what they're working with. But before I talk about this, let's take a look at what's actually being worked on and almost ready for release. PGI is trying to balance the shit mechs with the meta mechs by introducing a skill tree system that will possibly eliminate the need for quirks, balance mechs out. I don't know. If implemented wrong and it takes too much experience to fully level a mech, new players could be put at a huge disadvantage and probably just uninstall after 30 hours. PGI has to be really careful with the implementation of this system. The other factor that PGI needs to account for is the respecking. If experienced players can't experiment with new builds they have for current mechs and they have to pay such a high penalty, I mean, people like me just might leave the game. There's other games out there. I'm not a fanboy. I think the Battletech and the Battletech, the Mechwarrior universe is really cool, but it's not the only thing I'm interested in. If you tax me too high on C-bills for experimentation, I'm gone. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. I'll see you again in another 7-10 years when the next version comes out. And finally, there will always be bad mechs. And we as a community need to accept this. This whole thing of all mechs are created equal is bullshit. And in the end, the geometry of the mech, high weapon hardpoints, and the curse of knuckle drag, like on the king crab, will always play into account on the battlefield. So what's the best thing PGI can do right now? Allow map choices. The fact that you can load up a short-range brawler and get stuck randomly on the largest map, like Polar Highlands, or load up a long-range mech and get stuck in a close quarters combat map, that's bullshit. That should never happen. I've encountered enemy teams where we're on a huge map and the enemy team doesn't have any long-range weapons and we just slaughter them. That's not fun. I know there's some personalities out there that they just go, oh, we rolled them, we're so amazing. But I like playing competitive. I like going up against guys that are prepared because then I improve as a player, right? And the fact that this is happening not only to them, but to me, is bullshit. Allow map choices. That's the best thing we can do right now. Let's take a look at Counter-Strike Global Offensive system for competitive matchmaking. It would fit perfect with Mechwarrior Online.
This right here is the map selection screen for the competitive side of Counter-Strike Global Offensive. It would work perfectly for the quick play in Mechwarrior Online, allowing you to select what map you do want to play and what map you don't want to play so that you can be paired with other players that want to be on the same map. This is desperately needed, and I hope PGI takes a look at this and implements it.
The new spec tree system that's coming out, it's cool. I'm on board. I have my reservations about it. I'm a little bit skeptical about it, but it doesn't address the underlying problem of, let's say the new skill tree system comes out and you have a perfectly spec'd brawler and then you get stuck on Polar Highlands, the largest map. It doesn't solve anything. You still have a short-range map, mech, that's just going to get destroyed on a long-range map. This needs to be addressed because brawlers still need to be viable in this game, but they need to be dropping on HPG. They need to be dropping on Mining Collective, Canyon Network, maps that suit their builds. So PGI, hope you're listening. Hope you implement this. If not, I don't know what to fucking do with you guys. You guys are so weird with your design choices. So that's it. Peace, guys. I'll see you on the servers.